What's going on, internet? It's your boy Eric Bandholz. Hope all is going well on the other side of the internet. Why don't you come and take a walk with me and my dad? Hi. Alright, so today I wanted to talk about how you should not compare yourself to others. Recently, the Super Bowl was on and it had a commercial by Audi cars, whatever. They talked about the wage gap, which is a conversation for another video. But more the premise of it is, you know, kind of what you get paid versus what other people get paid. And it's really easy to fall into this trap that you compare yourself to others. And the reality is, as much as we want to be treated equally, we are different people. So it's important to recognize that and recognize that we all bring different talents to the world. Some of those talents are valued differently by society. Unfortunately, things that we think may be or should be worth more, due to supply and demand, availability, the amount of people who can do it, they're not worth as much. And vice versa, some people value different things in their lives. Some people value flexibility with their jobs. They value part-time, the ability to work from home. They value the ability to travel. Some people value money and getting paid, and that's a top priority for them. So we shouldn't ask for equal, I'd say, compensation without acknowledging the fact that we need to have equal contribution. And I think when we split from that conversation, it causes issues. Now, I'm a big fan of treating people equally. I think, go this way. I think everyone should be treated equally, with no distinction of their race, their sex, you know, whatever. Just on their abilities, their experience that they bring. Now, I want to tell you a story. Back in my first job, I was really competitive. I was real talkative. I'm still kind of talkative. And I would talk to every person at my job and figure out what they made. And of course, being a young kid out of college, you know, ready to take on the world and knowing everything, I thought I was worth a lot more than I was at that time. I thought I knew a lot more. And I got frustrated finding out that other individuals were making more than me. In fact, it kind of got in my head and it affected my performance. And what I should have been doing is focusing on myself and how could I find contentness with my situation and how could I be happy with all the wonderful things that I had in my life. And I think it's when you look at the Joneses, you try to keep up with the Joneses, then you're losing sight of that. You're losing sight of the internal happiness that's coming to you. And it doesn't take a lot to be happy. It doesn't take a lot of money to fit your needs, to put a roof over your head, to have safety, to have food on your table. Beyond that, it's all glitter and glam. And yes, don't get me wrong, I like buying things like everyone else. I like having things. I like living a nice life, but not at the expense of like a darkness inside of me. So if you can do one thing to kind of appease yourself, to push yourself to the next level, it's really doing that, focusing on yourself. And by now, it's almost like a broken record. I say the same thing over and over again. Invest in yourself, invest in yourself, invest in yourself. And that's it. It's not invest in others. It's not invest in processes that are out of your control. It's totally about the accountability for yourself and accountability for what you have control over, because you're going to be able to find joy when you do that. You're going to be able to find joy when you accomplish new things. And if you want to increase your pay, if you want to make more money, then focus inwards and develop the skills or find the jobs or do what it needs to take to get to that goal. And then like you have that ownership, that power. It's just so, I mean, it's empowering. It's great. But my dad, over there, he's got a friend who watches all my videos. Susan, right?
Susan, yes. Hi, Susan. Hopefully you're watching.
And he told me not to put him on camera, so I'm going to kind of respect that, but kind of not. Okay. And I don't know, Dad, why don't you tell me a few things about myself that the viewers may not know.
Oh, well, that's, I should reserve that for his mother, who knows him a lot better than me because she raised him.
Yeah, so my dad, I'm very fortunate to have a man like this. He worked hard, he sacrificed, and he was at work a lot, which allowed my mom to stay at home and raise me. And I lived what would be called a very normal life. I don't have a dysfunctional family. My brother and my sister all love our parents. In fact, we just got together in Disney World a couple weeks ago. And I think a lot of that is that this man took accountability for his family and did what he thought was right to provide for them, and really grateful for that.
I do have one comment, Eric.
Yeah.
One thing to tell your viewers. Eric loves to do these videos and get himself in front of people. However, when he was a kid growing up, we could never get a picture with him at Christmas. He would fuss and throw a tantrum, and he was awful. But he's overcome that now, and we're proud of him. Proud of him for the job he's done and the company he has and the family that he has.
So to sum that up, my dad is most proud of my ability to take selfies. I remember I took a couple of photos here and there. But yeah, I don't think I was the easiest child to raise. But thank you for your patience. I always remembered you, Dad, as being a very patient man. And being able to keep your cool in times where a lot was going on with crazy kids and stuff. So I think I got a little bit of that from you, that calmness, that patience, and that in addition to that, my frugality. I think he's very wise with saving his money and not overspending, and I think that's a little bit of where I get my kind of minimalism from and my anti-consumerism. So I hope you guys enjoyed this walk with the family. Hi, Susan. Give my dad a little ribbon next time you see him. As always, thanks for the walk. Cheers.
Bye.
Keep on growing.